So, you want to bag your Dodge Challenger. Hello and welcome to a new video here at Fitment Engineering. Yes, we are reviving the So You Want to Bag Your Car series. And today, we actually don't have a catalog for the Dodge Challenger yet. So it's a perfect time for us to introduce Decal Republic's Manong Chuck's Dodge Challenger. This is a first generation Challenger, and fun fact, this is actually a car na binuo na ni Car Porn Racing in the past. Used to be Jake Cuenca's car. Now, the owner is Manong Chuck of Decal Republic, and they are actually our dealer for Fitment Engineering sa Quezon City and also sa Parañaque. Alright? So, today we're going to discuss how easy it is or how difficult it is to bag your Dodge Challenger. We're going to talk about the front suspension, the rear suspension, the layout, and of course, we're going to feature some changes from the previous series. This is probably a new batch of videos that you will be seeing, the updated videos. A lot of the videos from the past will get updated. The first updated video was the FJ Cruiser, and you will see more of these videos popping out in your feed. We are going to update all cars. So before anything else, please like and share the video. It really helps. And subscribe to the channel. Okay? Lend me your ears as we dive in to the technical discussion of the Dodge Challenger. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the front suspension of the Dodge Challenger. And we have a double wishbone suspension. One wishbone on the top, one wishbone on the bottom. Well, technically it's an arm set, but it's still a double wishbone. We have our own brand of Airstruts here installed. It's called FEINT. Okay, we have our logo there, Fitment Engineering. FEINT means Fitment Engineering Integrated Suspension. It's our proprietary air strut. That is our layout. Now, FEINT actually features a steel hose line like this. And since it's a wishbone suspension, the strut does not rotate. Okay, it stays stationary. Okay, since this is a pivot point, okay, the spindle is the one that rotates around. You need to be worried about the clearance of the spindle to the airbag. But that's about it. On the top side, you need to check if there is good clearance on the top side. Very spacious. And that is the front suspension of the Dodge Challenger. A wishbone suspension is one of the easiest suspension types that you can work on, but it's a bit expensive to replace the bushings down the road. It is a more expensive layout, but it's a more comfortable ride compared to the McPherson strut. Okay, let's move on to the back side of the car and actually discuss sa inyo what's going on the rear suspension of the Dodge Challenger. Okay, for the rear suspension, we have a divorce suspension layout. It's a multi-link, and it's a very standard multi-link style for American cars. We have our tow arm here, camber arm here, and a pivot point here, another tow arm. This is the front tow arm, rear tow arm, camber arm, and a control arm here on the bottom. Okay, divorce layout, so you can see. Okay, the airbag is divorced from the air spring. Okay, once again, highlighting our FEINT Fitment Engineering Integrated Suspension air struts. Okay, this is the layout on the rear. The airbags are a bit tight on a lot of things. Challengers can be challenging. As you can see, that's the clearance. We are using a double bellow airbag. That's actually, we call it the fat double bellow. Okay, serial number on the screen na lang, so you can actually see what we used for this one. And the Challenger has its own problems for aligning the airbag. You need to offset your airbags away from the shock, away from the control arm, and away from the axle. Okay, it's not a simple work to do on the rear. The front is easy, the rears are a bit tedious to work on. So let's get in there for you to see the clearances on all sides. As you can see. Okay, So it's a lot more visual now for our new videos. I want to show you rather than just speaking. I need you to understand how we do the suspension install for these cars. Okay? So let's move on to the system layout of the car and proceed to what we did for this car of Mr. Chuck of Decal Republic. Hello and welcome to the rear layout of the Dodge Challenger, the first generation. They're pretty much the same for all the generation models, if I'm not mistaken. One thing you need to note about the Challenger, you cannot mount on the top side. Okay, it's gonna be very difficult to mount at the top side, and so we mounted on the flooring. Okay, so for Chuck's car, he had an old AccuAir tank and existing compressors, but we were able to adapt the Helix bracket system. This is the Helix bracket system. As you can see, there's a bracket on the side, the middle, and on the other side, and we have hard lines covering the bolts, so it looks like a square tank. So this is our new product. The Helix bracket system can actually come in this iteration. We also have this on the screen, the version 1, then the version 2. This is a special version for AccuAir tanks, airlift tanks. We actually make custom Helix brackets for you guys. It is sporting a dual compressor setup, and this is the Fitment Engineering Airlift System. This is the last generation. This is the 5th generation. We will probably not do another generation after this. So if you're still on the Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, please upgrade your management system to the latest one, as you can see in the screen. And that's the layout. You can also put it on the trunk. Some clients, no, Andre, they put it on the trunk, on the spare tire, on the underneath. But for them, they want to show it. So this is a nice layout. Okay, should I get a 5-gallon tank like the one I see on the screen? No, you can get a 3-gallon. The 5-gallon is nice because you can actually fill up the space left and right. Just a nice, you know, it looks like it's full from afar. And then, you know, the hose lines are soft lines. So it's all one loom going back. If you like this type of design, you can avail it. And let's move on to the outro of the video and finish discussing the Dodge Challenger. So welcome to the last segment of the video. Usually the clients or inquiries from our website will ask, how much suspension lift can we get from the air suspension that we'll be installing, and what's our maximum drop? So for the Dodge Challenger, this specific Challenger, they wanted a very low drop because Chuck's car is a demo car for Decal Republic and Fitment Engineering, so don't expect a lot of lift. But right now, we have a maximum lift of 4 fingers. That's 60 millimeters. That's still a significant height. I think stock height is like 2 fingers. This is our visual guide on how much lift you can get. Okay, rear side, sir. Rear side, also 4 fingers, fender gap, and that's still enough. I think this is slightly higher than stock height, but if you really want to prioritize lift capabilities, he's using FEINT. Okay, FEINT is our proprietary suspension. You can extend the shock to prioritize more lift. Okay, for this specific model, they prioritize the air out. Okay, so we'll drop the car for you guys. So one thing I want to note is that when you do drop the car this low, okay, you compromise your air out. If you want to drop the car not so low, maybe leave a fender gap, like 2 fender gap here, 2 finger fender gap, you can increase your lift. Same as the front, okay? On the front side, as you can see, it's really low. We can actually increase or lengthen the shock so we can get more lift capabilities. But that's for you to decide. For the owner, Chuck, it's a show car, so you can't blame him, okay? So that is how to bag your Dodge Challenger. We discussed the front suspension, the rear suspension, the rear layout. We also showed you the maximum lift capabilities with the FEINT Airstruts, the rear lift with the FEINT Airstruts, and all the whole shebang. Okay? So hopefully you guys learned something from this video, and the updated videos will keep flowing. If you guys want to bag your Dodge Challenger, please contact us. Or if you're gonna buy your Dodge Challenger air suspension kit for your car, please follow the video tutorial that we did for you guys on how we did it, where did we place the layout, how is it installed in the rear and in the front. That is how. So you want to bag your Dodge Challenger. That is how you do it. Okay? My name is Kyle. I'm the founder of Fitment Engineering, and you're watching Fitment TV. And I'll see you on the next one.